Alright. Today we're going to be rebuilding a few winches. We have a Barient 10 and a Barient 18. Looks like 3/16 Allen. Your tool to keep the winch from spinning, and also this can be used on the 10. Got some diesel here, and this is great for cleaning because anything that's plastic isn't going to be eaten away, but it sure does allow you to do some stuff. So let's take apart the 10. So inside there's a little, kind of the entire bottom is depressible. So you push down and then you lift up. So that comes apart. That comes apart. And what you've got is these guys. Oh, very sticky. So this has grease on it. This actually just needs 3-in-1 oil, not grease. Yeah. This is, yeah, really kind of gooey. And obviously you see the buildup here. I've already messed with these a little bit. This one's been taken apart already. But you can see the buildup underneath here, which is pushing that up and out. Yeah. And then with this guy right here, there's the needle bearings, which seem to be okay, but pretty seized in place. So this guy in the pot. We're just gonna let that go ahead and sit. As a matter of fact, this guy in the pot. Alright, if these guys are already off, you would depress here and pull here, you'll see that it comes apart. And then this piece pops right out. Oh, look at that, little plastic bearing. I did not see that on the other one. This one seems to be in much better shape than the other one. Well, no, it's just as crappy. Never mind. Yep, just as much buildup. Not as much silicone on the bottom though. This is just as bad. Oh yeah, definitely just as bad. So we'll take another brush. As far as taking the pawls out, just kind of find a place that you're going to be able to keep track of them, because they do like to really spring. We'll go ahead and kind of take some of the gunk off. And so keeping everything captured right here, we have the spring and we have the pawl, which is very, very dirty. And we have a spring, and we have a pawl. Alright, so we have another one, same thing. Oh yeah, this one's pretty bad. Alright. See, my thumb is depressing that spring, so when I open it in my hand, you can hear a little pop, which is that kind. Push down, grab your thumb over the spring, ease up, and in my hand, there it is. So after these soak in diesel for a while, this will all clean up a lot better. Alright, same thing with these guys. I'm going to take this guy off, because it'll be in the way if I don't. Sticky. And make sure that mechanism's going to be fine. Alright, so let's see how stuck these guys are. Nope, not too bad. And here's where the springs like to go, because so you see I've got it trapped. Opened it in my hand, and there's a spring. And super sticky. Heck. And these do look to be the same. That's good, because you can mix them up then, it won't matter. Alright, so this guy, keep it trapped, doesn't work it out. Spring. Pawl. Oh, so sticky. So let's see how we're doing with our other ones. So let's do this, and this, and this. Put all this over here. Move out the way. Up something a little bit better at keeping my table clean when I pull stuff out of diesel. That was half and half on that right there. Alright, nice clean workspace. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, that's much nicer. But that's still icky. Nothing like the smell of diesel in the morning. Yeah, eventually we're gonna work this needle bearing out. Pull this out. It's still got some stuff on there, so it's soaking a bit. Oh yeah, so here's our plastic piece. That's looking nice. Yummy. Last time I rebuilt winches, I let them sit, gosh, probably a day. So this 10-minute bath is nowhere near as good as that, but it's definitely way better than not. As you can see, it's already way freer than beforehand. Oh yeah, that's nice. Actuating the release, which actually moves a lot nicer now. Yeah, just a little bit of diesel goes a long way for degooing. Alright, let's see if we can get this out now without losing anything. There we go. And there's my spring. All gooey still. You know, I take that back after remembering what I had to do for the winches on the 30, which were Lumars. I actually had to take a screwdriver and get all of the hard goo off, which if you can see there's a little bit of stuff down in there. I'm just going to take this little guy here. And, oh yeah, see? Goo. Alright, I'll continue the process. Alright, so we've made our progress. Went through and cleaned all of Pawl's, well, all 4 of them for these 2 pieces right here. So these guys are all nice and cleaned and polished up. There were a few places where I had to use this to get in and scrape some really hard goo. And then there were a few places where I actually had to use this screwdriver, particularly on a couple of the Pawls where the stuff has grown. And also, around the inside of this right here, after some more soaking and a lot of cleaning, it's still gooey, and you can see right there, that's all pretty bad. But eventually what I had to do is ultimately just take this face down and slam it twice. Which seems counterintuitive. You would think that doing it this way would make this come out, but actually that's what finally broke this free. And I think it was just breaking the, yeah, that's pretty solid goo stuff right there. So let's go ahead and yeah, this is gonna need a really nice cleaning. You can see everything in there, and that is not turning. So we'll see if we can save it. It's not 100% that it's going to be saved, but I'd like to. Yeah, see this one right here is not spinning at all, and that's most likely because of this right here. You see that right there? Yeah, so this is why you want to service these guys, so you don't have to buy new bearings. Good, good, good. That's got it built up. Right there, right there. And this one's locked up. Come on, you know you want to spin. Yeah, little by little they're loosening up. That diesel is really doing a good job of getting in there. And if I can get them all to turn and get all the gunk out, there's a good chance I can just go ahead and save them. It's just going to take time and patience working with these. Which, you know, we either have time or money, right? Yep. Let's see, this is the one on the inside. Ah, it's turning now. Excellent. So, this one. Right. This guy. Do we have to try one? Ooh, nice. Let's go this one. This bad. What's up here? What's up there? Now, I know there's some people that just get on and they take some carb cleaner and they spray it out. I don't know if they've just surfaced theirs a lot, or they've never bought an old boat with old winches, or if they're just pretending stuff is easy. I don't know. But so far, I don't know even how many boats I've had now. This is my second 25-foot boat. 18-foot, well, several 19-foot boats, 18-foot boat, 30-foot boat that I just sold so I could downsize this 25 after doing all this stuff to it. But yeah, all of them I've had to rebuild the winches, and it's never been as easy as what most people show because of stuff like this where you gotta scrape and get all the hard bits that are basically just winch grease that's been sitting too long and gets hard and clumpy. But yeah, this is starting to look like a nice part now. I know you're supposed to replace the springs when you rebuild your we'll see. So set that in there like that. You can see how this one leg wraps around to push against this right here. If we flip it over, it doesn't quite work as well, right? So you know that this part goes towards this part right here. Right? So now we have to depress this just reverse. So you put a thumb over it, put this guy in here, and it always wants to hang up. Oh, except for this time. Oh, cool. So that's just like that. There's number 2. Alright, well, I've already tried to get some of this off this one. It was so gunked up. You can see what had happened here. This was way worse on this one than on the other one. I've spent some time with my screwdriver, which you can see some of the gunk still built up because it was all the way up into the gears here, up into the teeth cutouts. You can still see where there's a lot of stuff on there, and there's just a ton of goo in there, and I've already wiped it out. And this is just, yeah. So this one, I actually had to hit it down and then flip it over and then slam it flat twice to get it to come out. The other one really, it loosened up well enough that I could just slam it down once like this and it popped up. So depending on where you're at, what's going on, yeah. Yeah, this one's considerably more icky. So, oh yeah, you can see all the goo that I'm gonna have to scrape off. But I figured before I went ahead and did it, I would show what it looked like at this point, because this is just awful. Okie dokie. This guy's just kind of hanging out here now. I gotta check. I'm not sure if I have any winch grease, but I'm gonna double check on the old Googler and see if I can use a marine lube that I would use for my trailer. I think the properties are about the same, so I'll do research and then let you know if that's an actual thing. But anyway, that guy's right there for right now. Also, I found that this guy not only is good for scraping little pieces out, but it's really great for picking these guys up. or not, whatever. But yeah, it's much less likely for them to go flying. I got that guy. And let's see, my flat side, my bent side, that looks the same. All cleaned up. Oh, bummer. These are backwards. So, apparently, this is a left-handed one, or actually those is a right-handed one because I'm left-handed and it was backwards for me, so, ha! There we go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. Let's take a moment to break and go check the Google. Alrighty. Well, the best of my ability to search Google, which I'm a fairly decent Google searcher. There's a bunch of people just using all kinds of random crap out there for their winch grease. And these really just need oil, which this is what I used on my last ones, and I used them for 6 years after I rebuilt them and never had to touch them. They were still running perfect. Now I didn't use any name brand winch grease. It was one that I found online that I can't find anymore. But I think that went with the boat. This Stay Lube marine grease for boat, trailer, and marine equipment. Multi-purpose, right? Well, this is just basically a wheel bearing. It's waterproof, is what it says on the outside package. So, let's see. Resists washout under the most severe water conditions. Superior rust and corrosion protection. Trailer wheel bearing, water pumps, steering cable quadrants, four-wheel drive, sleeve and friction bearings. Well, boom and boom. Slides and deck equipment. Oh, deck equipment. Boom. Machinery. Alright, so this seems to pretty much fit the bill. So screw you, fancy, expensive crap that I don't want to buy. Alright, these are pretty clean now. Let's see. Ooh, fancy. I do recall reading that a lot of the stuff that people use is green, so green it is. Let's just paint this guy a little bit. And this is a little thick, so I'm just gonna keep thinning it out. Oh yeah, it's nice and greasy. Now, I really don't want to overdo it, especially seeing how there's down here stuff. So anything extra is going to wind up getting all hard and crappy, like the last one. And I'll just keep an eye on these. They're super easy to get apart. Remember, you just push down the thing and then it pops right up. So yeah, I think that's the way I'm going. Thank you, interwebs. Let's see, a little bit of that guy. And yep. All right. Let's see. Teeny tiny little bit inside here. So I need it more towards the top because it's gonna push down in there. So let's see. Ooh. That was pretty. Let's do it again. We'll try it. Alright, so ready, set. Well, let me just put a little bit on here. Just for poops and laughs. Alright. Oh, so nice. I like it. Alright. Let's do that to the other guy. So, mark this off on the bottom here, so there's not too much. Oh, teeny tiny little bit on the outside. This guy. You see, I worked really hard to get all that stuff out of there, and there's still a little bit of schmoo in there. Just, you know, there's only so many hours you want to spend. The next time I do it, I'll let it soak longer, and it'll take care of itself. Okay. Oh, so nice. One more time. Just one more time. Because remember, I had to slam these things to get this out. I think I left dents in my worktop. Alright, one more time. Here we go. Ready, set. Oh, yeah. That's just sexy. Sexy! Alright. 3-in-1. Multi-purpose. Cleans, penetrates, lubricates, slices, it dices, it... Oh, that wasn't the way it was supposed to happen. This is... Oh! Well, it's been a while since I've used that one, I guess, or I got really excited when I put it on last time. Alrighty. Oh. Hey, by the way, there's grease on there, it's going to be slippery. And there we go. Just a little bit of... Whoop! Work that in there. Work it. A little bit of boop. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, that's gonna be so much better. Alright, a little bit of bloop, boop, and boop. Get off the excess. Well, I mean, even if it worked like crap, it would still work better than it did before. And alright, we'll take this one. That's gonna go up into there. Oh! Whoa! Oh! Yes! Oh yeah. So, when putting these guys back on, right here, oops, it makes it much easier if you depress the inside, because when that comes up, that goes down or in like that. So they come off really easy, but then when you're trying to put it on, it's better to have that in a little bit. Alright, a little bit of oil on there, and let's see. Oh, yeah, I think that's the way to go right there. But see, it's coming out the top, and it's coming out the side, but it's not squishing everywhere. That's nice. One more time. Boop. Whoa. Alright, that was a little heavy-handed. That was my bad. I've been working in diesel. And also, I don't know, let's see, I had a full day of work actually working on the some fiberglass stuff on the boat, and I finished stripping a lot of the stuff off the decks, and I'm also stripping out all of the wood on the boat, which is that direction over there. I'm gonna paint it. Make sure that, yeah, so there's a little bit of goo I left. I think all that wood that came out, because it's that pressboard stuff, plus it's old and it's been wet a few times, I'm gonna put a little fiberglass along the bottom edges to make it a little bit more sturdy if water ever gets back down there again. And then I'm just gonna paint it a non-wood color, like a gray, probably using bilge paint, just so it's a little tougher. Alright, so this got to go in here. Alrighty, and then this guy looks like it lines up right there. Alright, let's see. Oh! What? What? I wish I had a winch. Wait, I do have a winch handle. Don't go away. Now, this is a contradiction. One says Barient, this says Lumar, but alright, that one's good. And let's see, we'll put this stuff away before I get too happy with it. It's going to stay right here because I've got those 18s over there. So, oil, that's what we got. Just take that trick that we used earlier. Yep, nice little oil trail it's riding on there. Yep, that came to the top. Excellent. Go ahead and get this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that cracked. It should be fine. Oh, gotta turn this way. Yep. All right. This one doesn't have the extra goo on. All right, so yes. Oh yeah, so you see how nice and clean. You see right there, it's moving. No oil gushing out, but there's enough to keep it lubricated. Alright. One more time, monkey. Grind, winch monkey, grind. Whoa. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, success! Yeah, so this is what I'm using from now on, because I have 3 of these little tubes and it's just sitting around doing nothing. And if I ever have a problem with it, I'll repost a video saying how much of an idiot I was because I used the cheap stuff and not the expensive stuff. But I'm pretty sure that this is good enough for a boat trailer to be backing into salt water and then driving 1,000 miles. I'm pretty sure that my little Barient 10s, which are only going to be used on a sailboat in fresh water, going to be a big winner. Well, thanks.